we have already covered Unit 1 and Unit 2, and we have also done exercise 3.1 of Unit 3, that is subtraction. Today we will understand how you can subtract 3-digit numbers with borrowing. So let's move further and understand it with the help of some examples. Suppose you have to subtract 689 from 945. The very first thing which you have to do is you have to arrange the numbers. Arrange the numbers at ones, tens and hundreds place. In subtraction, you will always write greater number on top and smaller below. Arrange the numbers properly and start subtracting from ones place. At ones place you have 5. 5 is smaller than 9. So 5 will borrow from the digit which is at tens place. At tens place you have 4, so you will break 4 into ones and tens. That is 3 ones and 10 tens. 5 will borrow 10 tens from tens and it will become 15. Now you can subtract 9 from 15 and you will get 6. In step 2, you will subtract the digits which are at tens place. Here you are left with 3. Now 3 is again smaller. You cannot subtract 8 from 3. So 3 will borrow from the digit which is at hundreds place and it is 9. Break the 9 into ones and tens. You will get 8 ones and 10 tens. 3 will borrow 10 tens from hundreds place and it will become 13. Now subtract 8 from 13. You will get 5. In the third step, you will subtract the digits which are at hundreds place. It is 8 above and 6 below. You have to borrow wherever needed. Here there is no need to borrow because you have 6 which is smaller than 8 and you can easily subtract 6 from 8. You will get 2. So the answer is 256. Now let's take another example. Here you have to subtract 385 from 400. 400 is greater, so you will write it on top and 305 below it. Now here at ones and tens place you have zeros. At hundreds place you have 4 on top. 0 is smaller than 5. You cannot subtract 5 from 0 and 8 from 0. So you will borrow from hundreds place. Break 4 into ones and tens. You will get 3 ones and 10 tens. The digit which is at tens place, that is 0, will carry 10 and become 10. Now the digit which is at ones place is again 0. This 0 from ones place will again borrow from the 10 which is at tens place and it will become 10 and you are left with 9 at tens place. Now you can easily subtract. Subtract 5 from 10, you will get 5. 8 from 9, you will get 1. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So the answer is 15. Now this is how you can subtract with borrowing. Now we'll learn how you can check the answer. When you subtract, you are not sure whether the answer is correct or not. But there are 2 different ways in which you can check whether your subtraction is correct or not. Let's check the subtraction with addition. This is the first method in which you can add and check whether your answer is correct or not. Let's take this example. I have taken this example from your book itself. Here you have to subtract 954 from 867. Suppose you have subtracted and you got 87 as your answer, as your difference. The answer of subtraction is known as difference. So here the difference is 87. Now how will you check it whether your answer is correct or not? Children, you can easily check it by adding 2 numbers. By adding 867, that is the number which you have subtracted, and the answer, the difference that you get, that is 87. When you will add these 2 numbers, the answer that you get is 954. which is same as the number from which you have subtracted. So you have observed that 867, the number which you have subtracted, and 87, the difference. When you will add these two numbers, you will get the answer, and this number should be same. It should be the same number from which you have subtracted the third number. If it is same, then your subtraction is correct. So this is the one way of checking your answer. You can check your answer by adding the difference to the smaller number. There is another way which you can also use to check your subtraction, that is checking subtraction with subtraction. I'm taking the same example. Now how you can check it? You can subtract the difference from the greater number. Here greater number is 954 and smaller number is, and your difference is 87. So when you will subtract 87 from the greater number, you will get the third number, that is 867. If these two numbers are same, then your subtraction is correct. So in this way you can check whether your subtraction is correct or not. Children, that is all for today. Practice sums that are given in your textbook more and more. Then only you will understand it better. Thank you.